All right, welcome back to statistics. We are going to be doing a homework walkthrough. Uh, 3.1 is where we are, and we'll just keep going with where we've been kind of left off at. So let's go ahead and share my screen so we can see that. Let's see what we got, where we are. Okay, so I think at this point we are looking at the following breweries, and we want to know the average number of breweries east of the Mississippi, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, there's a lot of little things here, so what we're going to do is, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter this data into the computer. So we're going to go to stat, we're going to say edit, because I know I just cleared the list, like it's all fresh. We're just going to type these numbers in. Okay, so we've got 13, okay, 20, 20, 52, 38, 10, 18, 16, 23, 14. Okay, if you didn't want to use the calculator, we could do that. So let me show you a little bit what that's going to look like. So we're going to go down here. So let's see, I've got 13. And what's my smallest number? Looks like it's 10-ish. And then we have our biggest number, it looks like 52. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So we've got a 13. We've got a 20. Oh, we've got another 20. That means 20. There's two of them there. So that's 20 and another 20. Okay, this is 52. This is called a stem and leaf plot, by the way. When you have to go do stem and leaf plots, you can go find books that talk about a lot about how to deal with stem and leaf plots. I recommend throwing most of those goals out the window. This is supposed to be a very convenient tool. Don't let it be inconvenient. So let's see, we have 10, we have 18, we have 16. Okay, it's usually a two-part process here. There's a 23 in here. We'll try to fit it in here. It's 23 after the 16. That looks like this is 14. So my second process is going to be, so we've got a 10, a 13, 14, 16, and 18, and 13, 14, 16, 18, 20s, 20s, 23, 38, and 52. Okay, so let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n is equal to 10. When I want to find my median, okay, it's 10 over 2, which is 5. And then 10 over 2 plus 1. So we have 10 over 2 plus 1. So it's 5 plus 1 is 6. So I want the fifth and sixth observation. So what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 observations. So we want 18 for the fifth observation, 20 for the sixth observation, 5 and 6. Average those two together in the middle should be a 19. So when I go to check my median, it should look like 19. We'll double check here. So we're going to go to stat. Okay, we're going to hit calculator, one variable statistics until we get to two variables. So we get the next chapter, where we go stats. Which variable stats would you like? We'd like it on list 1. Enter. And there we go. Okay, so my X bar, that's 22.4. Down here, my median looks like 19. Okay, so what are we doing this to? We're doing this to 1 decimal place. So here is our average. So it looks like we are 22.1 variable. Oh wait, we want one variable stats. We're gonna mess up here. There we go. 22.4 for my average. Okay, so we want 22.4. Okay, Brewers East is 19. Just break that down. Okay, and then we'll check, and that's how you do that. If we wanted to ask for the node, they won't, but if they did, right, we clearly see that we have a 20 here. So check. Fingers crossed. Okay, and then we'll go to the next idea here. So now we went west of the Mississippi. Okay, and then again, I'm going to go ahead and just do this one purely in the calculator. So we hit stat. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clear list one. Second function, list one. So clear it. And then we're going to go ahead and say stat, edit. And we're just going to type in these values. Okay, so we have 17, we have 305, 21, 41, 30, 37, 50. Okay. So there's our thing. So we're going to go to stat. We're going to hit calc. We're going to do one variable statistics. Second function, list one. Enter. And then it's going to be. I'm not going to go through the part on the calculator or on the paper this time. We're just going to go ahead and assume I put it in the calculator correctly. But the average here again for what do we want? We want find the mean and median, non-answers to at least one decimal place. We want 52.7 or 66.57. That 7 is going to round that up to a 6. So we want 66.6. So mean is 66.6. Okay, and median, we're going to go ahead and check that out. Median looks like it's 30. Okay, 30. And we'll say check. Hopefully I put them in the calculator correctly. Yay. Okay, and now, oh, it happens to include California. So if we remove California, what happens to the rest of it? Well, the median is going to change. Well, the median is going to change a little bit because we only have like 6 values here. So it's going to change it. All we're going to do is we're going to go stat, we're going to say edit, okay? And we're going to go to that California, that's 305. So we're going to go down one. We're just going to hit delete here. And then we're just going to go ahead and say stat, calc, okay, the variable stats is almost 1. Enter, and what's going to happen? Just type that in. Okay, so the mean number now is 26.8. So that doesn't change too much. So it changed by quite a bit. So that is 26.8. Okay, and then the median, that shouldn't change too much. So median, we'll talk about. So why they asked you the question. Talked about that. Median is 25.5. Changed a bit because of the small number of data we have. So the position actually changes. And we'll see. We'll say check. Hooray. And then we'll continue. The reason why the median shouldn't change too much is because it's what they call a robust statistic. So it doesn't change very much unless your data is very large. This one, I think we're going to skip this one. Okay, mostly because I don't do this. Tell you what, find the median price for May, round answers to the nearest 2 decimal places. So we'll see what happens here. And all we have to do is type these numbers in. So we're going to stat, going to clear list, clear. I want to clear second function list 1. Enter, done. Oops, what do we do? Oh, that's why. So second stat, we're going to clear. I typed something in there in the middle, so that's why. Clear that. And second function, boom. Okay. And now I've got to go through and enter all of these. I'm not going to make you watch me do that because you guys can type this stuff in. So that's pretty much what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it so I can type these guys in. And we'll see what we do on the other side here. So, all right. So welcome back. I looked at problem number 5. There's a lot of, I try to get the send Excel or send data to Excel. That would work. And when you were in a quiz, you have lockdown browser and it's not going to go anyway. So we're going to not worry about that too much because you can type this in your calculator. That's too long of a problem that I would ask for this. Okay, so this just, it's too big, right? It's not so, I don't want to grade you on the fact that you mistyped a number in. That's not what I'm trying to do to you. It's more important that we get the concepts and we get the accuracy of the numbers. It's nice if you do, but honestly, unless you're practicing to be like a 10 key entry person, this is not a thing I want to spend a lot of time on grading you. So this is 16 numbers. This is a much more appropriate type of a question. So if you're worried, like, is he going to give us a problem like number 5? Not intentionally. Okay, I'm not taking it off the table. At the same time, that's not the intention that I'm going to do that. Okay, so you can look at those and say, I don't think he's going to ask us those. So this one, okay. So I typed these in, so 34, 402, 3767, etc. Okay, so we want the median and the mode. Median and the, so we're going to go back to stat. We're going to hit calc. We're going to hit one variable statistics, which on one variable statistics on, list one, hit enter, and there it goes. Okay, so everybody, how many decimal places do they want us to be this to here? Let's see. Round numbers to at least one decimal point. So X bar is going to be 1973.06667. So we're going to round this to one decimal place. So 1973 points. This zero is going to turn into a 1. So 1973. So this is 1973.1. And the medium number, we're just going to go down here. And medium number looks like it's 611. Okay, so this is an appropriate size problem, but the other one is a little bit too big. And I don't want to ask you those kinds of questions. So we'll check and hope. And but I type in type A's. So we have to go through and check to make sure that we have all of this done. So edit. So we have 34, we have a 402, we have a 3767, we have a 99, we have a 611, 4643, 174, 1018, 542. Okay, so we're good up until there. 42. Oh wait, that strikes me as wrong. Okay, so we have a big. Okay, 5542. Then we have 198, 1542. I'm so sorry about this. Okay, so 429, 2740. There we go. 37, 27, 46. Right? 5521, and everything else should be gone. Okay. Back to stat, calc, one variable statistics, boom, enter, and then we'll go back to this. So it's 4137. Okay. 37.7. And again, if you're doing this and this is about the biggest size of a problem I want to give you because I don't want to spend a ton amount of time having you guys type numbers into the calculator for the sake of typing them into the calculator. This was 1018. So let's see and recheck. So we'll go ahead and do that. So that looks okay. And then type B cases, we're gonna go through that one, and we're gonna skip that part, see what else we can do. Yeah, that's okay. Let's skip it. Okay. And then they're gonna have us do the same thing for the next part. Okay, so we will just go through and do that. Okay. So the number of type median type B. Okay. I don't know why they asked us to do it twice, but they did. Okay. Oh, the data claim that there are twice as many cases of A as there are type B. That's a tough one to answer. Okay, these data. I would say, well, what's the average, right? The average for type A, B number is 2137. The average of type B, about 516. Okay, so yeah, if I double this, that's 1,000. This is 2,000. Okay, so I would say I would not support this. They do not support the claim. There are more, there's more than twice as many. There are more than twice as many. You support. So there are 516, call it 600, call it 550, right? For type A, for type B, double it, it's 1100. That's more than that, so there are more than double, more than twice as many. So check and see if that's okay. Okay, so that's the kind of question that I would ask. That's fine. Okay. No, you can't just skip it for the next one. But that's why I try to keep them to like 16 entries total. That way you don't have to go through and do all of this, multiple entries. Like number 5, I would not ask you number 5. That would be off limits. There's too many numbers and too many places for you to make a dumb error. So I don't want to grade you on that kind of thing. Okay, so let's see. How do I go back to this one? Back to that one. Personal income. Okay. What is the state average income? What are we doing? This is all the adults in the state divided by the number of 25 states. That's a little on the high side, but I think we could do. I think we could go ahead and say clear list. Enter which list are we clearing? List 1. So if you're doing this homework with me, that's great. Otherwise, I apologize for the fact that this is going to take a while. So we're just going to go and say, 30, 30, 50, 39, 37, 52, 30, 27, 32, 29, 42, 38, 44, 31, 61, 61. I'm not going to guarantee that these are going to be good numbers. 37, 36, 53, 44, 43, 26, 55, 34, 37, and 30. Okay, that's 25, and it's 26 now. So that's double. First thing you check is to make sure that we have the correct number of things. It looks like we do. So all we're going to do now is stat, calc. We're going to do blood variable statistics. What would you like to do it on? List 1, of course, because that's what we always do it on. Enter, and we hope that we typed in the right things. So X bar 41.28, one decimal place 41. We're going to say 41.3. That 8 is going to turn this 2 into a 3. So we're going to say that's 41.3, 41.3 $1,000. Okay. That's just the mean, so we don't have to do anything worse than that. Check. See if I typed them in right. They didn't like that at all. Okay, try again. So yeah, we could play with this until we kind of got our values. Let's edit. So that's always nice. So it looks like we have a 30, 30, 50, 39, 37, 52, 30, 27, 32, 29, 42, 38, 44, 30, 31. Okay, 61, 37, 36, 53, 44, 34, 34. So we have 53, 34, 43, 26, 55, 34, 37, and 35. We'll try it again. So stat, calc, one variable statistic, second function of this one. Boom. This is what we end up with. Okay. 38.48. They wanted what? They wanted 2 decimal places. Okay, round this to 1 decimal place. So we're going to make this 8 is going to round this guy to a 5, so 38.5. So we'll see about that. Okay. Here we go, 38.5 decimal place. Oh, that's 438. That's not good. So we just want 38.5. Hope for the best on that one. So we'll recheck. All right, they gave us that one. Median, that's going to be on here, assuming I typed them in correctly. Median is 37. It's a little bit too big of a problem to do on paper, but we could, but probably don't want to do that. Okay, so let's see here. The mean, the average, the median, the mean and the median, they're 37.5 and 37. They're close. I mean, if you look at the thing here, we got 30 to 61 just off the top on that one, right? We could find our max and our min, but there's a pretty wide range. So as far as that range goes, like 30 to 61, the difference between 1.5 thousand here is not really a whole lot. So we're going to go ahead and say this is approximately symmetric because one is not noticeably lower than the other. Okay, we don't have a mean that's much bigger than the median or much smaller than the median. I would say you'd probably need something like at least 5 in this case. Because we're going to 30 to 60, you would need something noticeable. 30 to 60 is about 30 apart, so 10 would probably be better. But at least 5. Let's check. Oh, they don't like it. They're not symmetric. Of course they are. I would say they're symmetric. Well, let's see here. The mean is a little bit lower than the median. I'd say it's a little too close. Okay, so the mean is a little bit lower, so they would like to say that this is going to be a, I'll have to say it this way. So we will have the average point, the average value, right, is going to be at 50% mark is at 37, but the balance point here, okay, the balance point is going to be 38.5. So it looks a little skewed to the left. So let's try that. I don't like that at all. I guess I messed that up. So skewed to the right. Okay. This would be a little bit too close for me to call, but not. I think having them be that close with this wide of a range, I'd say that's not exactly a fair question. Okay. So we would go off and we'll take a look at that one. So what I want to do for the next one is kind of go off and look at, I did number 5 at all. Nope. I skipped 7. Yeah, so I'll show you how to do group one in the next one, and we'll leave it there. So I will see you in the next problem.